All right, let's get it, man. My guy's 61. Oh.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Oh, shit, we got a game chatter. Let's get him.
The Hokies will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Hendricks. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone
overall?
and being knocked down at
What
the 11.
the heck? Oh, man, this is going to be a very good game.
They'll give it to the back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Now on the move. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They are backing up their pregame words.
Come on, D-line. Go give me one.
The game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big time.
Can't be dropping them.
If you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. First points of the day are on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense
Yes,
to really
sir.
be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On third down, he'll try to
Give me
pick it
that.
up through the air. Picked off! What a play by this defense! They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play.
Yes, sir.
They got it at the 38. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field.
Come on, bro. Run this route right,
Already a
please.
solid start to this one. Now back to
Be
work
touchdown.
with this 7-0 lead. He's going for it all.
How you throw it like
They were
that?
able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the
There you go.
He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first
I'll
down.
get you one.
The give to the tailback. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
I already know it around
This
this.
offense knew coming into the game. When they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field,
Touchdown, Hokies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run. The field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here.
Okay.
On the direct snap, it's Smalls. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
it's a veteran defense.
Better
They've
rock
seen
that.
option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps.
Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Another one?
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
On the direct snap, it's Smalls. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north south, make plays too.
Get that ball out of there.
Pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Big city.
Zone, looking for a receiver. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown!
You got something for that.
Ohio State. Great job by the back on the option.
I'm going to figure that one out.
The score. We'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
They put up in the hair. Gun came back in the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the run, it's Hooks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Hokies will try to move the chains on 4th down.
Oh,
he tried, and he just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted.
Give me that, boy.
Turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Silver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd.
It's got to be a good ball right now.
Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down.
Woo!
Intercepted a first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll
take that
down after a solid return.
We'll take that.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short game.
That boy sending that blitz now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Got something for that, though.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Behind his tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes.
Oh, he's got some space. Bounding over the top.
I could have scored that shit.
They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. UMass pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Minutemen were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. That's caught. It's Hendricks. Breaks the tackle and he's got room.
Bro, if he was quicker, that would pick.
Him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Took care of it himself. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up.
I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Got the game, dog.
Man down on the play as the
officials
take a
complaining about leg cramps.
Out.
What's wrong with you?
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He wants to change this route. On the snap, it's Smalls. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Smalls. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going for 6.
Let's go. What are we talking about right now, man?
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead.
Let's go. What the heck?
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown.
Man, that was a good drive, man. I ain't gonna count.
That's going to wrap up the first half here.
Can I get ball back? Oh, man.
Halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things.
Boy, he got a problem.
Second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got his man in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They're working that left side. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. In the middle, it's Hooks. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. Third down, we're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field.
Oh, man.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You got it from one now.
So much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running. And
breaks into the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the ride. Now the toss. Touchdown, NC State. And the
I ain't gonna let that Wildcat beat me. Heck no.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
I thought he was going to hold that block.
Gain of 1 to the 27. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
Got me. Fuck on too.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35 to 21.
They trying to do what I do.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smalls. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that.
Got something for that.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Here's the pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention.
I can't even hear you though.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Final play of the quarter.
That's a call timeout.
Looking to throw on first down.
Out of bounds.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone
Fourth quarter right now.
A chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
This will get real of that right here.
See just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires left. Got him in the open. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
That man covered, man.
Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally
go for
good
it
when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
Got it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Finds his man. It's Silver. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
Woo-wee. Oh, no.
He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle at Smalls.
Come on, give me a strip, man.
How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. On the option, he'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing,
Oh, let that time run out.
But usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. NC State quick to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
I gotta score here.
Extra point here will tie the game.
Gotcha.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time.
Gotta score.
Purdue delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Big Ten. Trust me when I say the party is on in West Lafayette. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it.
Got some of this time off the clock, though.
That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And off from the shotgun.
No, stay in bounds.
Up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get.
This is my play right here. If you don't know by now,
you know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on.
You don't understand.
Your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
Best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coach is, and you saw it right there on that.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds space on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I was in my call timeout.
Offense is up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That was in my call timeout right now.
Don't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Got a burn one.
They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket,
I had that corner right there.
To drive the field and win this thing, you just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it.
Damn.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man that plays QB, but you have to understand situational football. You got to understand, a field goal puts me in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I could do is throw an interception.
No way.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the option.
Real quick.
He'll pitch it. They needed to find enough space and
Say
get
the
it moving
defensive back
forward,
real
and they're
quick.
up to the 22. Looks as
Let me
if we
show you
have an
something.
injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And with that last play call on 2nd down, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get in position to kick a game-winning field goal with no time left on the clock. This is a critical 3rd down, though, and if you get this, you can keep bleeding the clock to put yourself in that position.
And he keeps
You don't fumble?
a good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
I know I need cover for him.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Wait.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Dances away.
Fumble.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before
You doing
he
fumble?
rips off enough for a 1st down.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
And we are headed to overtime. All right, guys,
that's
so
crazy.
Here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Snagged in the middle. It's Silver.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
I need the GR1 bit.
Knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got the tight end. They make the stop before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the
That would have been bad right there, I ain't gonna lie.
That could have been a huge play for this defense.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to the end zone.
Good catch, boy.
Hokies. They strike first here in overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
One stop is all we need, man.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
One stop, that's easy.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get it down after a terrific pickup.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down.
Oh.
And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to.
QB draw.
You know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It's 3rd
QB
down.
draw.
They need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game.
Oh, I knew it was coming.
They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
God, man.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Wants to go up top.
He's so... How you say it like that?
Pushed all the chips to the middle of the table.
This nigga crazy.
And it did not pay off. Guys, this is a type of
nigga just sold the game.
Set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college
yes,
football.
Sir.
On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm...
Oh, shit, man. GG's, man. GG's, man. GG's, man. I don't even want to recruit or nothing like that, man. I'm out this motherfucker. Catch y'all next one.